Welcome to the threesome, y'all. This would be the podcast where the three of us make every attempt to discuss at least three topics. Last 2 weeks, that has not gone well. If this is your first time joining us, we are so glad you found us. And as always, I apologize in advance.
You made it!
If you are back for more of the wonders that are us.
That's an interesting take on it.
I wonder this day.
Thank you for putting up with us once again. So, we have, as always, our point person and optimistic realist. We call her Star.
Fee-fi-fo-fo.
You smell the blood of an Englishman?
I said she's 354. What?
Anyway, our man in the middle and our voice of reason, we call him Magic.
Hey, yo, word to my mother, son. Y'all ain't gonna keep playing me like Miro. I'm gonna be in this episode.
That's right. Stick your plane.
Okay. Bringing up the rear as always, I identify as the pragmatic contrarian of our group, and they call me Storm.
Hey, ladies.
So, I don't know where to start this week. We were supposed to have a guest, but she stood us up, and I'm going to send her a strongly worded text message when we're done.
That's gangster.
Right.
I know.
Oh, man.
Well, you can cuss her out in person since you're going to be in her neck of the woods.
That was yesterday.
Oh, my bad. Missed it.
Yeah, people don't be listening. I get it.
I mean, you should have said something.
Don't be casually getting pimped out to your friends.
Pimped out. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not making a dime.
That's where you fucking up.
Clearly. But yeah, so that was supposed to happen and it didn't. So we are going to have to
stripper?
Dredge on without her.
No.
Spanker?
Yeah, I was going to say put up with each other for another week, but okay.
Light work.
Nobody has any announcements? Nobody?
Rest in peace, Michael Henderson.
Who's Mike?
Michael Henderson?
Yeah.
Jazz guy?
Musician? You are my starship. Come take me out tonight.
I'd have to do some research. Peace out, Mike.
Yeah, he was a great musician. I mean, that's his most famous song. You Are My Starship.
Pretty sure I've heard it at some point in life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have too. It's been sampled as well.
I was going to say probably on a Saturday morning when you had to get the house together.
Nah, my parents was funk and blues. But
he played with Miles.
Anyway. Supposedly Clifton Powell is about to start playing Professor X.
What?
Yeah, fuck inclusion.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, me neither.
I think dude's a better actor than he really gets credit for, but stop it. Stop it.
I'm not saying he's a bad actor.
I'm still mad Samuel L. Jackson is playing Nick Fury.
Let me just say this. Where inclusion is needed, I would put X-Men very low on that list because
they got everybody.
inclusion is written into the X-Men already.
Tell him,
can we
Storm.
can we start with some shit where we're not even where anyone other than white people are even considered as part of the story, and start in our inclusion efforts there. Like there's really no reason to go for inclusion when we're talking about the X-Men. I mean, is it just me?
Nah, that was why it was in my top 3 comic books as a kid.
Mine too. Well, my top one. It was my absolute favorite, but
Yeah.
obviously, but but I mean, yeah. Of like of all things,
What
like
was the
we
other
don't.
two?
What was my other two?
Yeah, it was the top 3 comics.
Um, I read X-Men. I read Dark Knight was the Dark Knight series is one of my favorites,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to think what else I liked a lot. Everything else I liked a lot was not like hardcore comics. I mean, I read them, but they weren't my favorites. Like everything else I liked was just, you know,
And I gotta go X-Men first, of course. Spider-Man second, because Spider-Man was the nerd that was going through it. And he had
oh
Deadpool's sense of humor back then. And
yeah,
then Iron Man, because in the comic books, like he's an alcoholic, he was going through changes. I related.
yeah. You know what? I would say number three that I liked a lot was the Hulk, for a lot of the
Nerd,
same reasons why you liked Spider Man. You know, because Bruce
nerd
Banner was
life.
just, huh?
Nerd life.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, but
and
Peter
I
Parker
liked
was funny. Like he had a cool, quirky ass sense of humor.
right, but I liked the fact that I guess the Hulk was almost like a Jekyll Hyde kind of thing.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and I liked that. So, and the
Mine,
storylines that arose.
mine is Dark Knight, X Men, Spider Man.
Hmm.
Okay,
Two
but
for
yeah,
Batman,
I
three for X-Men, two for
Hmm.
Spidey.
well, I mean, I liked Spider Man too. I'm just saying I don't know that it. I would say it was in my top three, mostly because, well, never mind.
Mm-mm.
Tell him why you mad,
But
son. Forgot it.
the dude, what was his name? J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
He irritated me like something awful.
I think
Like
that
that
was
character.
the point.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying like that character. I found his character to be so insufferable that I didn't like. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like I would skip sections because I didn't want to have to deal with that.
That's the news for you. Side note, Disney, please stop fucking up Venom movies.
Yes.
That
Thank
last
you.
one, oh, God.
I didn't even watch it.
You ain't miss shit. Carnage was alright, but they turned Venom into some like friendly, happy go lucky guy. It's sickening.
Sorry about that. I had to let the dog in.
That's what they call it now.
Sure. So, um,
Topics.
sure. I was gonna start with yours, but yours is so heavy.
Sex?
um, did you change your topic?
Yes, we just literally went over
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, let's go with your topic then.
Fucking women. What is the
Yeah.
ideal order of sex positions to include oral?
Um,
Oral first.
Giving or
yes.
receiving
Both.
Both.
at the same time?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
but
an
not
advocate of
necessarily.
69 is trash. If I'm eating pussy right, you ain't sucking dick correctly.
Um,
yeah, I'm like, yeah. Um, so yeah, orals first. Then I would say missionary just to kind of like loosen things up. And then um, it's either doggy style or whatever else we come up with after that.
Yeah, Prince, fuck that 20 some positions in a one night stand.
You ever done that?
Storm, 20 some in a one. Yes, but I'm going to show off at
23
times.
positions in the one night stand.
And as has been stated before, I fell off. Ladies, don't believe that shit about to happen now.
Uh-uh.
I'm washed. I'll take it. As the
Uh-uh.
country song goes, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I've ever been.
Hey.
on that note, I'm gonna have my ashwagandha gummies.
This late at night?
What do you mean this late at night?
Oh, you use the shit to sleep.
Yes,
Oh, no, I use it to calm down when I'm
yes, I
an
use it to
emotional
calm
wreck.
down.
Not the point. What's your ideal order? Man hater.
Um, I imagine you must be talking to her
No.
because I don't hate men.
Jumping off the
However,
subject, you want to go or you want me to do it?
I mean, you can go. I mean, it's up to you. I can go. Mine's easy.
Go.
I figure. I figure if you do the first thing right, we don't have to go any further. Like anything beyond that is, whatever. Um,
So you just want
but
the mouth on you?
if you're doing it right, sure.
Have
Um,
some sugar on me. Anyway, sorry.
but
Couldn't resist.
try.
I can
Whatever.
feel the love in the building. What the fuck?
Can you feel the love tonight?
But secondly, I don't need to look at you, so
So
I
eat it
would
and
go.
leave?
Well, that would be ideal, but if we must, then we can do doggy or reverse cowgirl. Because again, I don't need to see your face.
You're
Um,
quite the romantic, aren't you?
Right?
I am. I am.
Sarcasm. Look it up. That's it?
Okay. And yeah, beyond that, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Just get it done.
Wiggity, 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 wow. Okay, I'm going to
Yeah, I'm not
say.
particular.
I'm pretty sure I've stated this on this podcast before, but I kiss like a virgin. It's just a thing. I'm a kissy face ass dude. Go from that to her being on top. Like control it, get yours in however manner you want it. Go missionary, and then I eat pussy afterwards. I know you're supposed to eat pussy first, whatever. I like fucking and then getting to eating the pussy. Then afterwards, probably doggy, and then push her forward to where she's laying on her stomach with her legs closed, hit it like that. If I'm
You
gonna
have
come, I'll
really
probably do it at that point. But if not, then rinse and
like
repeat,
you really
whatever,
thought this through.
and
Yeah.
swallow.
Like this is a dissertation.
I mean, I have a style. What do you want here?
I mean, okay. I
Of course,
yeah,
this leaves room for improvising.
yeah,
Different
because I was
days,
gonna
different
say,
shit. Sometimes it's fuck
yeah,
you like I hate you. Sometimes it's sensuous, but
I was going to say, because it also depends on the person, because, not everybody is equally yoked.
Man,
And,
fuck
and
you little punk ass bitches. Like, I don't want my guts rearranged. Like, shut up and die. But go ahead.
Damn.
wow, woman hater.
I'm not a woman
Um,
hater. I'm a punk ass bitch hater. There's a difference.
mm,
So because
okay.
somebody don't want their uterus
The
tilted,
guts rearranged, right.
I mean, go fuck
They
somebody
don't
else. I'm
they don't
okay
want
with
to
that.
they don't want to puncture their abdominal wall, then they have to be a punk.
It snaps back.
does it?
No, it doesn't
Yes.
always.
Y'all have children. Stop it.
We said
Yeah,
abdominal. Don't.
there's hormones that contribute to that process.
Not the point. The point is it snaps back.
No, that is the point.
It
that,
snaps
that
back.
that is the entire point. Okay, is
Quite
that
simply, there's going
the
to be
body
pain mixed with the
prepares
pleasure. The
you.
goal is to make the pleasure more, well, worth the pain.
So if somebody told you
Not everybody
if it
likes
was
the pain.
possible for somebody to fuck the shit out of you and like throw your liver off by like 17 degrees, you be okay with that.
No, I'm heterosexual.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Even if I was gay, I wouldn't be a bottom. Like, give me some respect here.
Wow.
I'm back,
I
bitches.
the inherent misogyny in that particular statement. I don't know what to do with that, but
It's not a level of
continue.
misogyny. It's simple as,
Oh,
okay, I'm
there is
good
a
for what I'm good for.
huge
If that's
level
not what you're
of
into, fine.
misogyny.
Go fuck him.
uh, but anyway, um,
Side piece life.
but but yeah, it depends on who it is.
The
Um,
occasion.
well, their
How you
level
feeling that
of
day?
not everybody is as limber as everybody else.
True.
Like especially when you get to be of a certain age. People ain't trying to do the gymnastics of our
Man,
youth.
it's been so
So
long for me. I think I'm gonna have to go take some yoga before if I meet somebody, I'm gonna have to go take some yoga classes. Like, yeah.
yeah, well, I mean, I stay limber, but not for that purpose. Definitely not for that purpose.
If you're
But
gonna go in, go hard.
sure. But anyway, yeah, I yeah, I don't really care that much at this stage in my life. Like, however we can get it in, let's get it in that way is basically my philosophy.
Mm.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Oh shit! I'm about to send you a picture.
Face down, ass
Let's
up.
do.
No, sorry.
No, it's not that.
I was gonna say because I disseminate it. Um.
Okay. I'm not scared of dick
Anyway,
ratings.
so Star,
Mm.
didn't you have a scenario you want to tell us about?
So there's this video floating around the internet where um it shows a snippet of a argument that this girl is having with this guy in the parking lot. In a parking lot. And it appears to be after some kind of birthday dinner, and she's upset with him because he didn't pay for her whole group of people. Um, and basically says to him, nobody wants a broke ass nigga or some shit like that, right? So anyway,
Brokers
um,
is a no-no.
the backstory supposedly to this is he told her, you know, I'm gonna take you and couple of my friends and a couple of your friends. He was like, yo, 5 girls. Supposedly, I guess there's like 5 girls that she hangs out with a whole lot. So he basically was like, get you and your 5 girls. He's like, I get a couple of my guys. We'll go out to dinner and I got the bill for your birthday. Well,
Mm.
Generous.
18 of her girls showed up and he didn't pay the bill.
Well,
And
I wouldn't have
that's
either.
that supposedly embarrassed her.
Well, I would have told her when she showed up with 18. I'd have told her then. I got 5. What you doing with the rest of them?
Yeah.
like this is what listen. I agreed to 5. I got 5. What you about to do with the rest of them?
Yeah.
Because if you ain't about to pay for them, then you better start choosing. Because I got 5. That's all I got.
Sweetheart, if you show up with 8 friends for a motherfucking dinner that I didn't agree to pay for, either I'm fucking 8 of your friends, oh, my fault, we fucking 8 of your friends, or nigga, we splitting the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, okay, young girls, hear me.
They don't do math well.
I know that it may seem nice, like glamorous or whatever, to have a dude that's out here, slinging money around for your every whim. But there is a word that in old age we use for the kind of men that did that in their youth, and that word is broke. You would much rather have a dude who is more deliberate about his spending, or at least I would. I'd much rather have somebody who's
Amen, Ra.
deliberate about their spending, who is going to provide me, in the future with a nest egg and not be living paycheck to paycheck because he's spending money as fast as he get it. Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
And I know that when you're young, you live for the moment, but I mean, especially in these times that we're in, you got to think about these things. And I wouldn't want a dude that's going to spend his money on 18 of my friends on a whim.
Wait,
Nah.
man, how many did he agree to? Like 3?
5,
Supposedly.
which
That's
is a lot,
generous.
by the way,
Yeah, that's
which is
generous as
very generous.
fuck.
Because I'd have been like, you and one of your
Yep, you
friends.
and your homegirl.
Right. Right. So 5 was very generous. You show up with 18, you were way out of line.
Listen, I'm this type of chick. If he had a proposed that, and the girl was really kind of dressed up, so I'm assuming this is probably some little fancy pants restaurant. And he talking about him and a few of his boys, and me and 5 of my girls. I'd have probably did the math in my head and been like, fuck that, let's go to Cincinnati.
Or
Let's
something.
go to
Right.
Chicago or
Yeah, because
whatever.
that's
And
a
I
lot.
see my peoples at the I don't know, at the buffet or something. I don't know. I don't even do buffets, but I see my peoples later at the
Yeah.
taco truck. Like, let's be out.
Mm.
I'm not that person.
It's
That
five
got a
bucks easy.
floss. That got a floss in front of people. I really could care less about any of
All
that.
of that.
When I think
Exactly.
about 18, and I'm sorry, when I think about 5, and let's just say it's 3 of his, let's say it's 10 people total, right? When I think about the bill at some fancy fucking restaurant these days for 10 people, we could go somewhere for a couple of days and chill. Much better experience, many more memories. Let's be out.
Right. Shout out to hotel sex. Damn.
Many
Yeah.
more fucking memories. Like, yeah, I'm good. But that's just me. And I would never do anything. You know, I know this sounds very get off my lawnish, but these these young people and their sense of entitlement that they have, like, I
Here's the
just
thing,
do
though.
not understand.
Here's the thing, though. It's not always the young people. I mean,
No, it's not, but for
But
the
if you
most
yeah.
part.
standing outside the motherfucking restaurant calling a nigga broke because he don't want to pay for 18 of your damn friends, clearly you and your friends broke.
Well, no, I
Call
think she was
Tanisha.
calling. Yeah,
And then the
yeah.
girls, here's a whole nother thing. Like, let's just say for 1 minute I went to this party, right? Um, um,
Better than
first
me.
of
I wouldn't
all,
take 18 bras to Mickey D's. Fuck is you talking about?
first of all, I would be like this. A lot of those girls, it looked like they were standing behind her, like her backup. There would have been no way in hell that if I had attended that party and as soon as I found out that it was a problem with whatever was promised to me, that I would have been standing behind her, like, yeah, why did you pay the bill? That kind of thing.
I'd be like, what's my bill? Give it to me.
Yep, and
Right?
I wouldn't be standing in the parking lot while she confronting it. That's fucking embarrassing. You know how broke that make your, like, no, no. I hate when I'm with
But
a group of people and that whole separate check thing come up. So I for damn sure ain't gonna be the person behind my girl in the parking lot trying to figure out why her nigga didn't pay the bill.
right.
You ain't gonna feed me.
I mean, first of all, I would never expect someone's man to pay the bill. Like that has never occurred to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's happened, don't get me wrong, but it's usually a nice surprise. It's never like I'm going here cuz I expect somebody else to pay for me and it's somebody
Exactly.
else's birthday. Like that make that make sense. It ain't my birthday. What? But anyway.
I mean, if somebody tells you that a person got you, okay, but I'm still not going nowhere, and as tight as money is for me, if I don't have the money to pay for myself, I'm not going no matter what's promised.
And that's what I'm saying because you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
So,
Never. I'm not doing that.
I'm always prepared to pay for me.
Yep, yep.
And you just know that with that sense of entitlement, them girls got in there and acted a nut and
Right. She
ordered
told him, yeah,
everything.
he got you. And then they probably in there ordering lobster and
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Shit that they probably ain't even gonna eat
That's a whole
because
nother thing. I'm not doing shit I can't afford.
that's what I'm saying. That's my point. Listen, I was dating this one dude one time. Shout out to him because he was fine. But anyway, I picked him up on base one time, and we were going to go to lunch, and he was like, "Where do you want to go?" And I remember I told him I wanted to go to McDonald's, and I wanted to go to McDonald's for a reason. That was back when they had. Remember when they had that? I don't know. I want to say it was Michael Jordan. They had all those little toys. They were giving out like a basketball. They had a soccer ball. Those kinds of things. And I wanted the basketball. So I wanted a Happy Meal. Do you know how mad he got at me because I ordered a Happy Meal?
Oh my.
He was like, because he said that I was trying to make him seem broke, but I never even thought about that. I wanted a Happy Meal because I wanted the toy, and I knew that they had the basketball at that time, and I needed. Well, actually, I already had the basketball, but I needed another one because my nephew had stolen mine. So I needed another one to complete my collection, and I wanted a Happy Meal, and I mean, that man was so mad at me because I wanted a Happy Meal and I didn't get like a number 5 or whatever.
Okay.
So I don't know. People are weird.
Indeed. Topic number three.
Yeah, well, this one will be quick because I'm probably the only one that has anything to say about the topic. um, am I the only? Am I the only one? And probably amongst the three, I am. Am I the only one that gets obsessed with pets online?
Gotta say, here probably.
Because every time, and I know it's the algorithm that does it too. Like I go on Twitter and like all the accounts that are in my timeline are like pets, well, and sports because um so there's like sports and pets are the two things that I get. I recently got onto, and I'm going to sound like an old person. I recently got onto the TikTok uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I had been avoiding it.
That's how the
Right,
Chinese are getting us.
right. I agree, but I mean, hell, they didn't already got us. So
I'm too
hell,
tall to
with
be
so many,
Chinese.
with so, well, I don't know. Tell that to yeah. With so many
Rarity.
people, with so many people on TikTok, it really doesn't matter because whatever they can introduce is going to be introduced to all of us. But so anyway, I broke down and went on TikTok because one of my friends was doing something, so I wanted to go see what he was doing. And then, of course, TikTok gives you all these short little videos to watch.
Mm-hmm.
How come almost all of mine whenever I go on now are like pets, dogs, rabbits, birds. I'm not even a bird person. Reptiles, like all of the pets and all of the animals, the zoos. There's a lot of what do you call them? Dog groomers. I get a lot of dog groomers
Dog
in,
groomers.
in my social media
Jesus,
feed.
the blood clot craze. Because you're in your 50s and single.
What does that have to do with anything?
Clearly,
They
you're a
feed
pet
that stuff
person at that
to,
point.
yeah. That
Well, I
algorithm.
mean, well, my YouTube algorithm is also interesting because again, a lot of pets because I watch a lot of pet videos on YouTube, but also a lot of true crime, um, and a lot of planner videos. A lot of planner videos, but I get a lot of true crime, which is fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, true crime and puppies. But yeah, I can go down rabbit holes.
Ace Ventura all over again.
It's right, pretty much. But yeah,
Um,
I tend to fall down rabbit holes, and I acknowledge that.
When you're
But yeah,
on when you're on Twitter, do you have it set up to go to the home thing or the most recent thing?
um, home goes to
Okay.
home, like it gives
Yeah.
me a feed.
Yeah, the algorithm is way more watching in the home thing.
Which, by the way, because when I talk to a lot of people about Twitter, they're like, "Ah, I hate getting on Twitter because it's always this, that, and the other," and I'm like, "Oh, I never get any of that when I get on Twitter
Yeah, I don't
because
see any pets at all.
yeah, I get a lot of dogs, especially like dogs saying hi and things like that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Snapchat hoes, I be seeing the dogs like, okay, we're here for your titties. No one wants to see your pet, ma'am.
um, yeah. I don't get any of that. Um,
We might be following different people. It's entirely possible.
mhm.
oh, I'm sure. But yeah, like I said, sports and well, Twitter definitely sport. A lot of sports this is like everything from ESPN and all the ESPN personalities and all the a lot of current and
You
former athletes.
did you
And
watch
then
the
I get
last Bill Burr special?
I did not.
Okay, here's a thing he presented on it. How many WNBA teams can y'all name?
Probably about
None.
five.
Okay.
There's the Liberty, the Storm, the
New York and
um,
Seattle.
yeah. Well, fun fact: we used to have a WNBA team,
We sure did.
and yeah, and I used to go to their games because actually they had a couple championship series here, and those were, I mean, that was the best ticket in town.
The
But
best.
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was a bargain because you got to see good basketball, and you got to see it cheap. Now, trust me, I've been to Pistons games during the playoffs, and it is not cheap. And you
No.
know,
At
like
all.
you can pay a couple $100, and your back is against the wall
Yeah.
Yep.
in the nosebleeds.
Sitting in the
So
nosebleeds.
yeah, so that's why I'm saying like we went to the WNBA game, the championship game. I think it was game. I think they took it in five, so I think it was game five that year. Um, and we got to see a lot of good basketball. I think I paid like $35 per ticket,
Hmm.
and we were practically on the floor.
I might have to
Wow.
So
go
that's
catch
what
the
I mean.
Mystics.
I'm sorry.
Said I might have to go catch the Mystics.
Yeah, I mean it was a good ticket. I'm telling you. But yeah, okay. So the Mystics, the Sparks, the Sky. I can't think of anyone.
We're at
Sky's
five.
from Chicago, right? Did I say the
Yes.
Mercury? I said the Mercury.
No, you didn't say the
Um,
Mercury. Phoenix.
oh,
Yeah.
and the Dream, the Dream. I know them,
Atlanta. Yeah.
and the Shock because that used to be
Are they still
Detroit's.
there?
That was our team.
Yeah, I'm like they
Yeah,
going, but yeah.
they're gone from Tulsa.
I don't know if they moved to Tulsa.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought they
shout out
moved.
to the Comets. I miss y'all.
Yeah, they used to be here. And the Comets,
Yeah. The
and
Comets are done, but yeah, I miss them.
are they done?
Yeah, they won like three, four championships in a row, and then they just dismantled that whole franchise.
Oh, I know. I thought they were
Shout out to
still
Tina
there.
Thompson. Holla at your boy.
Um,
Man,
the New York Liberty.
you did that one.
Oh, I did that one.
Yeah.
I think that's all I know.
Okay.
I know
That's
I
none.
don't know. I don't know them
Except for
all,
the
but
shop.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I like it. It's
Okay.
not. It's not the NBA, but
actually
I mean, there.
initially I like the WNBA more because, as you said earlier, they play actual basketball, whereas the
Yeah.
NBA is more like let's get the highlight. And I'm
Well,
old. A lot of the shit y'all doing is still a travel. Like, please stop it.
well, I mean, I do enjoy. The reason I enjoy the NBA more is because I enjoy the above the rim play, which the I'm sorry, the WNBA doesn't necessarily have a lot of that. It has some of that. Don't get me
Yeah, not
wrong,
much, but
but not much. And so that's where. But like, I'm not going to sit there and watch the whole season. But I'll watch the playoffs. I'll watch the championships.
casual fan.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Also, it should be noted that I have two cousins that are in the WNBA. So
Y'all go girls.
that helps.
It was funny between watching the WNBA this summer and watching the summer league for the regular NBA. It's a lot more girly ass looking dudes in the NBA and manly looking chicks in the WNBA. But
Mhm. Sure.
and that being said, Brittany Griner is not a political prisoner, but neither here nor there.
Um. Well, I mean, that's debatable.
No, it isn't. She broke the fucking law. That's not a
Um.
political prisoner. They like they snatched her up. Like we're gonna hold you for hostage for trade off with Vladimir, whoever the fuck.
Well, that's exactly what they're doing.
What they're trying to do,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're trying to
Yeah,
do it
that is
now, but
exactly what
still,
they're
that
doing.
doesn't make
Actually,
her a political prisoner.
well, that's exactly what they were trying to do from the jump. So I don't know how else to read that. But
Hmm.
anyway,
Yeah. If y'all give up shit to let her ass go for committing a weed crime in another country, I'm gonna need a lot of friends let out of jail here.
well, I mean, it should also be noted that um, it's come out that she actually did have a prescription for. Um, it wasn't even weed; it was CBD, which not the same thing.
Still.
But um, anyway, I mean,
Bring her back
neither
to
here nor
America to
there.
be beating on bitches. Anyway,
Mm-mm. Well, maybe the CBD will keep her from doing that. Maybe that's why she had
have you
it.
tried CBD?
I ain't tried none of that shit. You know
That shit is
this.
highly overrated.
It indeed is.
I've never tried that. I've never tried the real thing. I mean, I'm far
It's a
behind.
huge difference.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I also don't care that much. But I'm just saying. Um, I think that two things can be true. That's all I'm saying. But also, um, ESPN, I'm gonna need y'all to do better. How you gonna nominate women athletes for the ESPYS and then don't invite their asses to the damn ceremony?
Mm-mm.
Lord, did you see the
Don't.
MVP trophy after the All Star game?
Oh my goodness! How
That shit looked
like
like Pee Wee League.
that looked like something that I went and bought at Party City.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I'm
Damn.
like, y'all could have at least tried. I mean, you could have at least tried. You could have given them a trophy at least comparable to the NBA's championship trophy.
it don't
It
even
wouldn't have
have to be
cost you.
comparable, just respectable. That shit was horrid.
Well, comparable. When I mean comparable, I don't mean it had to be the same trophy, but it could be. It needs to at least be comparable in size because damn, it's a
Mm-hmm.
damn championship trophy of a professional league. You gave them something that I'm sorry, it's an MVP trophy for a professional league. What you don't give them is something that you would give somebody in the
Little Tim
fourth
Tim for
grade.
participation.
Thank you. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, like my child has a football trophy that's bigger than that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like they just. But anyway, yeah, they need to do better. The league itself needs to do better, and ESPN needs to do better, and not be so blatantly misogynistic. Um, yeah, but you know, it's this nation because I mean, hell, in a minute, women aren't gonna have any rights. They're probably gonna outlaw the WNBA in about 2 seconds because why are y'all playing basketball when y'all should be somewhere barefoot and pregnant?
We all know most of them ain't gonna be nowhere pregnant.
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
Really.
There's a lot of ways to get pregnant. Not the least of, well, we won't even go down that dark. Never mind. Oh, by the way, it's come up that what is it, Missouri? Was it Missouri?
Mm.
Which state is it where now if you're pregnant, you're not allowed to divorce your husband?
What?
Ah, I forgot.
It's illegal to divorce your husband if you're pregnant.
Fuck out of here.
It's not Missouri, but it's one of them damn states nobody cares
I,
about.
I feel
Wisconsin or
like it
some
starts
shit.
with an M, but maybe not. I don't know.
That is insanity.
Yeah. It's yeah, that's stupid. And but this is where we're headed as a country. That women have no rights, that women are just supposed to be incubators, you know.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that the most dangerous time for a woman in an abusive relationship is while she's pregnant.
Pregnant.
Never
Yeah.
mind the fact that, your life may be in danger. You can't divorce your husband because that would be wrong.
That's
Yeah.
crazy as shit.
Yeah, I mean, this country, I mean, I'm sorry. This country is just, it's getting,
It's been.
Right.
well, it's been the ghetto, but it's getting worse by the day.
That's insanity.
Yep. Yes, it is.
All right.
Also, let me just say a little something about Texas. And for those of you who think that an abortion ban doesn't have anything to do with you, um, you know that Texas has outlawed abortion, which means that you can't,
Surprise, surprise.
which means that you also can't get a DNC. Okay.
What?
Which, yeah, because they consider that an abortion procedure. Because
But
that's
people get
that's
DNCs after they have babies.
people. Yeah, but you can't
What's a
now.
DNC?
A dilation and
Election
curettage.
inheritance.
Yeah,
Yeah, that cleared
it's
it up. What the
basically.
fuck is that?
Basically,
I
they're
was
cleaning
about
out
to
your
tell you.
uterus.
Yeah,
uh,
they kind of, yeah, clear out like everything, like the lining,
after
like
ripping
everything that's
everything.
left in
You're
there.
like,
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, but I mean, because that's a procedure that they use for abortion, it's now outlawed. So now, if you want your baby and you happen to miscarry, what they normally would do when you miscarry is they give you a DNC to keep you from hemorrhaging to death, right? But now they can't do that. Doctors can no longer do that. So they send you home to be in pain and hopefully expel it that way. And if you
Jesus.
can't, then maybe you get back to the hospital before you bleed to death.
That is disgusting. That's
And
that's
then
just disgusting.
because your life is in danger, then they can give you the DNC.
Welcome to
Do y'all see
America,
how?
land of the free, home of the brave.
And that's what I'm saying. It's so fucked up. Like, I think people think that this is just about women who don't want their babies, but it's not. This is about healthcare. This is about women not dying. I mean, there is so much that is in this draconian. I don't know. Anyway, if you're a woman of reproductive age, I suggest you get the fuck out of those places because they're going to kill a whole bunch of you.
Mm, mm.
That is fucking
It's,
terrible.
yeah. Especially if you're not one of the people who has the luxury of picking up on a dime and, just going to another state to get done what you need to have done. Because not everybody has the resources for that. So, I would be proactive and just not be in those states as much as possible. Like, why am I giving you my tax dollars and you're conspiring to kill me? Possibly.
Mm, that's
But
terrible.
I'm climbing down off my soapbox now. Because that took a turn. But anyway,
Fight the power.
exactly. Exactly. So, can we get an outro? Because,
Hey, you that made it this far. Appreciate you. If you like the show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe. And if you don't, tell everybody you know. It's the Threesome Podcast on Facebook and Instagram because they're owned by the same schmuck. And the Facebook pod on Twitter.
Don't cry.
We got to put babies to bed.
We'll be back next week.
Dog.
Don't cry.
That was your cue, lady.
Oh, walking the dog.
Bye.